Ever wondered how Catherine O'Hara managed to make us laugh by sobbing uncontrollably?
How can she make crying sound so funny?
If you've seen Disney and Pixar's Elemental, then we have a feeling the answer is yes. This voice cast defied the elements to bring these characters to life. And we're going behind the scenes to see just how they did it. While it may seem strange to a lot of us, not all animated films allow their cast to work together in studio. It's often a pretty solitary process, even though it's hard to imagine when we're watching the final product. For Elemental, however, cast members were able to work with each other in real time on some scenes, and as far as we're concerned, this shows through in their work.
You're so hot.
Excuse me?
No, I mean like you're smoking.
It's easy to see by how these characters bounce off each other that the cast members definitely formed bonds with one another while filming. And with a cast like this one, we can imagine just how much fun this process must have been. We all know legendary comedy actor Catherine O'Hara from something different. Many of us know her as the iconic Moira Rose in the beloved sitcom Schitt's Creek, while others know her as Kate McAllister, aka Kevin's mom in Home Alone, Delilah Dietz in Beetlejuice, or the voice of Sally in The Nightmare Before Christmas, among many, many others. Yet, younger audiences are going to know her as the voice of Brooke Ripple from Elemental. As she has with so many characters over the years, O'Hara brought humor and charm to Brooke, and in her opinion,
It was really fun to record.
and O'Hara wasn't the only member of the cast who was happy that she was part of it.
He's one of the best actors in the world.
Mamoudou Athie clearly has love for his Elemental on-screen mom, but fans have just as much love for his portrayal of Wade Ripple. And how he got this, now, iconic role is quite an interesting story. Elemental's director, Peter Sohn, sought Athie out to play Wade Ripple specifically for his crying in the miniseries Oh Jerome, No. Wade Ripple has to do plenty of over-the-top crying in Elemental, so it's easy to see why Sohn wanted an actor who he knew could do the job. But besides his goofy crying practice, there was another way that Athie was uniquely qualified for the role, and this gave Elemental and his character Wade a special place in Athie's heart.
I became a citizen while we were making this movie.
His family moved to the US when he was just 6 months old from Mauritania. You may remember Athie from his role as Ramsey Cole in Jurassic World Dominion. Well, according to him, when the COVID-19 pandemic shut down immigration offices, it almost made it impossible for him to appear in a film that was a huge step in his career. It's easy to see, then, why achieving this monumental goal while filming Elemental gave him a major connection to the movie. But it also strengthened his connection with his family.
Thinking about all the journey that my family took just to get here, it's been extremely moving.
And his parents certainly related to the film too.
My parents, they saw the movie at the premiere, and my dad has seen it twice since.
It's clear that this film had a huge impact on Athie and his family.
Everything about this movie is something that is near and dear to my heart personally.
And to think that this perfect casting all happened because he's such a great crier. Mamoudou wasn't the only member of Elemental's cast who got their role thanks to one part they played in the past. Leah Lewis plays Ember Lumen. Her performance as Ellie Chu in the half of it helped to get her the role in Elemental because according to Peter, he could hear how vulnerable she was in her voice. Clearly, Peter can pick out a voice he loves in any role, but Lewis has voice acted before. She's Batgirl in the Batwheels Cartoon Network series.
Yep, landed me a big one.
Still, while Lewis is no stranger to watching as her voice makes an animated character whole, that doesn't mean that she wasn't amazed by watching a Pixar movie come to life.
To be able to see all the different characters pop out at you and really come to life, oh my goodness.
And while we can't imagine her playing any other character in the movie as well as she played Ember, according to the BuzzFeed quiz, Lewis is actually more of a Claude. Go figure. She's still Team Ember though.
I just related a lot to the character Ember. She is this little fireball, but she's also a character that is incredibly loyal to her family.
One other Elemental voice actor who is clearly perfectly paired with their character, that would be Wendi McLendon-Covey, and her character, Gail Cumulus. Yep, there is no doubt in Wendy's mind that she and Gail were made for each other.
After seeing my character, we are total twins.
And while we don't see the physical resemblance between this legendary comedic actor and this pink cloud that she sees, there's no question why she was cast in this role. In her many TV series and films like The Goldbergs and Bridesmaids, Wendi always knows exactly how to deliver a joke, and she proves it yet again as Gail.
Bring some wind!
Still, as far as she's concerned, this movie was more than just funny.
This will just hit you right in the feels.
Now, Wendi may think that she and her character are total twins, but Shila Ommi has her own reason for relating to her character. Ommi plays Cinder Lumen, who immigrates to Element City with her family. Omni says that she can relate because she is a child of immigrants herself. Taking on this role reminded her of what it was like to grow up in the environment she did.
No matter how tough things got, we were always grateful to be alive, and we laughed a lot.
It's clear that Peter had this in mind when he cast the movie.
I think putting your heart into the story is a big ingredient to what makes a Pixar film work.
Cinder Lumen's husband, Bernie Lumen, was played by Ronnie Del Carmen, and he's got ties to his character that are similar to that of his on-screen wife.
Being an immigrant, being a father, being a son myself.
Yep, Del Carmen and Bernie Lumen are two fiery peas in a pod. Plus, Bernie runs a shop called Fireplace, and Del Carmen is no stranger to running things either. While he's voice acted before, he's more frequently working behind the scenes. He co-directed and wrote Inside Out, as well as being a storyboard artist, story supervisor, and animator on many other classics. One cast member, without quite as many credits, is an animated movie newcomer, innocent Ekakitie. Still, while he's new to the big screen, he's actually been acting since he was only 3 years old. You may have seen him in Little America and Good Trouble. He managed to take on not one, but 2 roles in Elemental, playing twins Marco and Polo Ripple. As for Marco and Polo Ripple's dad, Alan Ripple, he's played by Matthew Yang King. While you may not recognize Matthew's face, you probably know his voice from somewhere. He's played many high-profile voice acting roles in TV, movies, and video games. Think you do recognize his face from somewhere though? Pop's Diner, perhaps? He played Marty Mantle in Riverdale. Another cast member whose face you may have recognized and voice you definitely recognized, the honor goes to Fern Grouchwood's voice actor, Joe Pera. Joe Pera is a comedian who's appeared in plenty of animated series, as well as his own series, Joe Pera Talks With You. Pera is known for his voice and comical old man demeanor, which definitely makes him fit his character to a T. Fern Grouchwood's voice actor has a long history, but as for Claude's, not so much. Claude is played by up-and-comer Mason Wertheimer, and this movie is actually his first ever credited role, as well as his first feature film. Still, you may recognize his voice from the podcast Past My Bedtime. Can you believe the way these voice actors related to their characters and made them feel real? Which one was your favorite? Let's talk about it in the comments, and for plenty more videos like this one, be sure to like and subscribe to The Things.